dog out of it. I got him. Oh, he hit it hard and missed it. Now got him a second time. This is a small one. A small one. A small
one. Oh, I got
one.
one, two in top water.
I hadn't hit that top water. That's the one that missed mine before this one got it. That is a nice one. It's a little bit bigger than that one I got. I know that. Oh yeah, about twice the size. About twice the size.
Be careful, Eric.
Hey, crazy. Lots of hooks. Be careful. Yeah, a little bit of difference. Little bit of difference there in size, but that's a good start right there. I'm fishing with my buddy Carlos Olivares. Known Carlos for a long time. Met him years ago. Stayed down at his hotel down on Falcon Lake. And let's see. This one's Carlos's here, and this one's mine. Lake Baccarac in Mexico. Baccarac, Los Terrones. Great place. And it is almost daylight. Not quite daylight, but almost daylight. It's pretty dark out here. Still got her jacket on from a long run. Let me see that guy. There's my fish. There's my fish. And other Carlos's fish we already thrown back. No, that's Carlos's fish right there. But Carlos, I'll do this to your girlfriend too, just for him. Right there, that didn't hit it, down deep. Small one. I'm fishing this tree and you're catching fish up there in front of the boat. That's good. I can't believe it. I had a fish run at that spinnerbait twice, but he never did get it.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't want it.
Oh, we fished them big bass up there with Alabama rigs.
Yeah.
Fishing some big 7, 8, 9, 10 pounders. We finding, individuals like that. So bring an Alabama rig. So many of them run right up there to it and stop and go back down. They stop and they go straight to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It drives you mad. I mean, drives you plumb crazy. It's too small. Look at how he's built, though. Even though it's a little bitty fish, look at the way he's built. He's gonna grow up and be a man someday. Everywhere. Like in that little quiet top water. Oh, boy, that can come up and ate that spinnerbait. Look at that big mama. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's a perfect catch right there. Oh, God. I got him. I got him on the point. Yeah. Right on top of the water. Thinks he's big. He's not. Pretty nice.
He's a good fish.
Pretty good fish. I like him. I like him. I like him. You lose my fish.
Oh my God, that's good fish.
Trying to lose it. 5 pounds. 5 pound Baccarac special. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Get the net. Get the net. No, I don't think so. It's too small.
Yes. See. There's bueno. There's one. There's one. I saw him out there in 30 foot of water. I saw a bunch of them and I threw right in the middle of them. I saw several of them. That's a small one, but there's quite a few out there. There might be a big one. It's a small one. I saw a bunch of them out there. 30 foot of water. Oh, perfect. That one's perfect right there. Need to do more like that. About the same size.
Yeah.
No, yours is a little smaller.
Nah, it's the same size.
There's one. I saw a whole bunch of them out there. It's not a big one. I said there's a whole bunch of them right there in front of me. Look at all of them on the scope. They're not big, they're small. I saw, yeah, look at there, there's 20 or 30 fish right there. They're probably not all that small. There's 20 or 30 fish right there, right above that indentation. Where that's where that deep's going in, it's going down and up. Right here, there's a little deep channel, of course, going into that ditch right there. Now, without being able to see that right there, the bank is behind me. And I'm sitting in 20 foot of water, going out in 35 foot of water or so, and catching fish. But you wouldn't be able to even know they were there And you would never be doing that because this is a steep bank. It drops off quick. You'll be just throwing it to bank and dragging your crankbaits down, and
Another one.
And probably catching some fish.
You hear me?
Well, they're way out there, man. That's a little bigger one.
No, I saw it smaller.
You think it's smaller?
Yeah.
It's a little bigger to me. I mean, way out there. Teaching him how to swim.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bigger.
He is bigger. I told you he's bigger.
Yeah.
He's quite a bit bigger. Quite a bit bigger. Very good.
I got the best guy here in the lake.
Yeah, that's right. A lot bigger.
Carlos Olivares.
In the world. Todo mundo. Todo mundo. No en lago. Got him. Got him. That's spotting them in advance, isn't it? Video game fishing. It's not a big one. Video game fishing. Pretty nice one, but not a giant. Pretty nice. Baccarac bass. Deep smoothie. Yeah, baby. There's a whole bunch of them in that tree.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's that big, but...
Big one, big one, big one.
We need to get win the pot.
Big one, big one, big one. Nice one, yes. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're catching big fish. Call us on the radio and rag us.
There you go.
That's nice, very nice.
Come on to Baccarac.
Baccarac. Home of the big bass. That's for sure. There's one. Little one.
Who are you, Eli?
Sound like an owl back there. Who? Nice one. That's another nice one. Look how fat he is. Look how broad he is. You can throw that bait out now if you want to. You can look at that fish. Will you look at that fish? That's going to grow up and be a big one. I mean, going to grow up and be a big one. American original deep smoothie bass. God. I'm going to tell you, I lost one a minute ago that eat that one for lunch. We're way out in this flat, and it's only 11 foot 8, and we are way out here in the flat. I'm looking around for trees on my live scope. When I see a tree, I throw in it, whether I see a fish in it or not. Hit that and missed it, and then come back and got it. Small one. I saw him out there on the scope. Pretty nice little fish. Thank you, Eddie.
Welcome, Jimmy.
Bueno. He come up out there. I saw him come up.
Yeah.
Big. He's fighting good, isn't he?
It feels smaller now.
He feels smaller now.
Yeah.
He's smaller.
Yeah.
At least it's not a tilapia.
They feel like that when you cut them way out there.
Yeah.
Ten cuidado con el hilo, güey. No sirve el hilo.
We only need one hook removal per show. There's one. Big one. Big one. Big one. Yes, ma'am. You stay buttoned up.
Don't let it go.
He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. Oh, he's not that big. No, it's not that big. I thought he was. Well, he felt a lot bigger than that. He felt heavy on it. He started moving too fast, though. I mean, he's a big one, but he's not a giant. Yeah, he might net him. I don't know. Yeah, he might go ahead and net him. I was thinking bigger than that. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Not quite as big as I was thinking. He was in that tree. It's a pretty nice fish. I had him hooked good. I want to hook a 12-pounder that way. Yes. Yes. That fish really acted a lot bigger than that. That's just a nice 4-pound fish is all it is. But golly, he fought so hard. It was amazing. When he started moving real fast, though, I knew he wasn't quite as big as I thought he was. There he is. There he is. The little one. Well, he knocked the dog out of it, though. He had up here close to the bank. There's a tree off to the right out there that's got several in it. Now, we're not catching the size fish that you'd really think you'd catch out here in 25 foot of water suspended in these trees. That bait's running 12 foot deep right there. And most of them are having to come up just a little bit to get it. Trees off to the left right there. There's quite a few trees under the water you can't see. See a few above the water. One of the key things you need to remember about crankbait fishing, and that's where we caught a lot of fish today, is crankbait fishing, is depth control. And you got to use the size crankbait that gets down to the correct depth. And the very best thing to do is to find whatever depth you're going to fish 12 foot, find a crankbait that will reach that bottom in 12 foot on the tip line that you're throwing. And you might be throwing, say, 10-pound test line and having a bait that'll go 12 foot. You might move down to, say, 10-pound test line. That exact same bait will go 17 foot. So it might be that the easiest thing to do is just, if you got a crankbait that's running 12 and you move into deeper water and you want to get it down a lot deeper off some of the points or whatever, then just simply tie it on some 10-pound test line. You don't need to change line. You probably got a rod or two in there that's got 10-pound test line on it. Change over to that 10-pound test line. You're automatically going to get a lot more depth. Depth control is one of the key things. And I've heard a lot of good professional fishermen say, and I know you can't make this happen all the time, but I've heard them say you're not fishing a crankbait correctly unless you're hitting the bottom with it. Now, that's not exactly true. I mean, it's good to hit the bottom, but you know, the bottom is not always 12 foot deep all the way from the cast all the way in. It changes around. But say you got bottom that's going 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, something like that, then you're going to hit that bottom when you get to the 12-pound. You're going to bump it all the way out to 12, and then it's going to be free, swimming in some clean water without hitting the bottom. But make sure you can hit the bottom on a cast somewhere throughout it. At least you ought to be able to hit it, you know, the first little bit. But change crankbaits or change line to make your bait run to a depth where it'll hit that bottom. You got to hit that bottom. The other thing is try to crash into things with it. If you see a tree, try to crank that thing up there where it'll hit that limb, and when it does, stop. And let that thing just either sit there if it's a spit. Oops. No, my bad. Fooled you, didn't I? Anyway, crankbait fishing is real important to make sure that you're controlling that depth. You do it with line size, and you do it with how deep the crankbait runs. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today, and remember, I love you.